Oh my God, is it really happening? Is it really happening?
Folks, it's great to see you back here again on Kapow, the Almost Live from Little Five show. And we really appreciate you watching last time, and we really hope you enjoy tonight's show. We had a good time making it. Hope you have a good time watching it. So without any further ado, let's just get on with the show, folks. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, Kapow! Kapow! And now, folks, here's Blaine and Ruyter from Nashville Pussy.
Thank you, Ted.
Thank you, Ted.
And hello, Star Bar.
Hello, Star Bar.
We're Nashville Pussy.
We're Nashville Pussy.
And our little song called Hooray for Cocaine and Hooray for Tennessee. Here we go. Every night out on the town, find a girl to calm me down. I'm in Knoxville, all jacked up, pretty girl who won't shut up. Hey, mama, I'm alright. I'm in jail for the night. Hooray for cocaine, hooray for Tennessee. But they made a mess of me. You know, I said I was through doing the things I used to do. Good time finally comes around, seemed to pull the turn it down. Hey, mama, I'm alright. I'm in jail for the night. Hooray for cocaine, hooray for Tennessee. But they made a mess of me. They say coke's gonna make you crazy, and whiskey make you cry, and weed is bound to make you lazy, and pills will make you die. Police, sheriff, deputies, cops as far as the eye can see. Seems the man is selling his soul just to drive down that fucking road. Hey, mama, I'm alright. I'm in jail for the night. Hooray for cocaine, hooray for Tennessee. But they made a mess of me. They both made a mess of me. They both made a mess of me. Thank you.
The ice cream van broke down again. Guess we ought to put the cones out.
Oh man, what was that? I don't know, but it was pretty awesome, right? So look, folks, now here we hear from a personal friend of mine, Hot Rod Walt.
Thanks, Ted Weldon. Hey, Star Bar, how you doing? Here we go, chrome side pipes and S.S. Kragers. Tomorrow's Chevy, she runs out good. The black of flames all across the hood. A high school holiday, that's my flavor. The chrome side pipes and S.S. Kragers. You gotta know it was all for me. There ain't another wheel that I wanna see. There ain't nothing but that looks better. The chrome side pipes and S.S. Kragers. I always dreamed of a red Corvette, the kind of car that you ain't seen yet. A big down paint that just screams danger. The chrome side pipes and S.S. Kragers. You gotta know it was all to me. There ain't another wheel that I wanna see. There ain't nothing but that looks better. The chrome side pipes and S.S. Kragers. I got a hot shorty band so keen. A shot covered love machine. I take her for a ride, I ain't got a beggar. The chrome side pops and S.S. Kragers. You gotta know it was up to me. There ain't another wheel that I wanna see. There ain't nothing that looks better. The chrome side pops and S.S. Kragers. I got a cool, y'all, a hot rod too. I lost the tranny in the blow the slew. Her ain't so pretty, I don't wanna race her when the chrome side pops and S.S. Kragers. You gotta know it was all for me. There ain't another wheel that I wanna see. There ain't nothing that looks better. The chrome side pops and S.S. Kragers. Chrome side pops and S.S. Kragers. Chrome side pops and S.S. Kragers.
And now, Cleat Thoughts by Cletus Reed.
I do not understand why I can't provide alcohol to minors.
So now, folks, we got a great duo coming up. It's Pinche Gringo, accompanied by Josh Johnson.
Thanks a lot, Ted. That was a great invite. Is that what you call it? An invite or a where you say and next? What is that? Say we call it an invite. Fuck it. Happy Father's Day. I haven't done this in 8 years. I'm going out, gonna get the girl, gonna go to the store, buy some Thunderbird, gonna get in the car, find a place to put on, and we're gonna start drinking till it's all gone. Thunderbird is cute, love the morning, I love you. Thunderbird is cute. just you. I took her home, left the line by the door, got back in the car, you know I drank some more. Fucking trash. Back to you, Ted.
Geez, that's some shiner. What's good for a black eye?
A fist?
And now, Rod Hamdallah.
Thanks, Ted. Hope you're doing well. Miss you and the Star Bar folk. I'm Rod Hamdallah. I'm going to play a song for you. Cheers. Well, I've been thinking for some time that you've been mine. Yeah, you've been mine. Well, I've been searching for so long. Now you've been gone. Yeah, you've been Well, I've been thinking for some time that you've been mine. Yeah, you've been Well, you and I both know, yeah, you might have been wild, but I know you'll get yours in
Hey everybody, it's time for another episode of Cocktails with Ted. Now for this cocktail, you're gonna need a grill. Voila! And now, back by popular demand, Jett Bryant.
All right, thanks, Ted. Thanks, Star Bar. Hey, everybody. This next song goes out special request to my lovely wife, Robin, who is the glue, what's kept this whole Bryant household together through all this weirdness. Cheers. Here's to you, baby. Such a perfect day. Drink sangrias in the bar. And later, when it gets dark, we go home. Such a perfect day. Meet animals in the zoo. movie too, and then home. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. Keep me hanging on. Such a perfect day. Problems all left alone. Weekenders on our own. It's such fun. Such a perfect day. You made me forget myself. Made me feel like someone else, someone good. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. Keep me hanging on. You're going to read just what you sow. You're going to read just what you sow. Thank you, Ted.
And now, Cleat Thoughts by Cletus Reed.
They have the Jumanji board game at Target. That's the most irresponsible thing I've ever seen.
And now, folks, on Kapow, here's the wow, here's the yeah, Kenny Howes.
Hello, Ted. Hello again. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. Hope to see you all in real life soon. This is not a song of mine, but it's a song of ours. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you soon.
You know, it's probably about time in the show for me to check my temperature. Let's see. 79.8. Great. I've been dead for 8 hours. You know, folks, we don't know what's going to happen with this next act. No, really, we don't know what's going to happen with this next act. So, let's see what happens with J.J. Garrison.
Ready? Yeah. Are you going?
Yep.
Yeah, and a field test. You can also raise it up and aim it down. Like, do you have a little tripod somewhere?
No. I
You
do,
can
but
make one.
don't worry about it. Just go. This isn't a final take.
Okay. Remember when you were in that movie playing football? Remember when you were friends with those guards? Got you in trouble. You got busted for driving that car. You knew that you wouldn't get far. Your girlfriend set you up, you got busted. Remember when you shot your bow and arrow in the woods? Remember when you went down on that river with your friends? Why did you let that guy die? The blonde dude could have said bye. The other guy got attacked by those rednecks.
Tribute to Bert. How great he is still.
Remember when you drove that Trans Am in that movie? Remember when you were with Sally Fields in that wedding dress? You got pursued by that Smokey Bear, who was really Jackie Gleason. Whatever happened to Jerry Reed? Remember when you were in all those movies? Remember when you were in all those movies in the 70s? Thank you for being in all those movies, Burt Reynolds.
Wow.
And now, this.
Sha-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la.
Oh, Dad, I'm feeling sick. That's because you eat too much fucking candy. Now, take a look at these food groups right here. First, you got your meat, your chicken, pizza, and spaghettios, and shit like that. Then you got your bananas and apples. That'd be your fruits. Then you got your vegetables and shit like that. I don't eat too much of them. Then you got your beer. That's good for you. Then you got your bread with the weed. Then you got your oats. And then you got Holland oats. You don't eat that shit. I'll tell you what. Don't eat after 8 p.m. unless a food group is puss. And then you can go to town.
Sha-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la.
And now, folks, coming to us live from a secret, undisclosed location in a bunker somewhere in Tucker. Folks, put your hands together for the distinguished gentleman from Tucker, Senator Artie Mondello.
Thanks, Ted, and thanks for having me here. And I'm sorry I missed the premiere. You know, a combination of alcoholism and clinical depression was a unconquerable hill, but we'll get through this bitch together like we always do. So, to you guys, here's an ugly little confessional. It's called 7-Day Itch. So one time.
And now, this.
now, folks, it's time for a song by our good friend Billy Conkle. This is going to be kind of wacky, if you know what I mean.
Hey, the Honorable Ted Weldon, folks. All right, we're going to get right into it here. This is a song off of Hot Ram's first EP called Leave a Beautiful Corpse. This is a song called Pink Droid.
never feel the pain.
to share with y'all the first joke I ever wrote, probably 7 or 8 years old. Why did the Melons get married in a church?
Why?
Because they can't elope.
And now it's time for From the Vault, where we pick a classic live performance from time gone by.
Like that.
You know what, folks? I think it's time for a little historical tidbit, a little nugget from Professor James M. Stacy and his beautiful daughter Tallulah. They're going to sing us a sea shanty called Sawney Beane.
Sea Witch, our quarantine headquarters under the sea. And today, we're having some punch at the old Black Peacock made. Oh, I haven't tried it yet because I'm scared of her recipe. But that reminds me of a song. Does it remind you of a song, Peacock? Here we go, get ready. Oh, come on, ye heroes, give it ear to me song. We'll sing in the praises of brandy and rum. It's a clear crystal fountain near Island of Roar. Well, give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the boat. I'll fathom the boat, I'll fathom the boat. Give me the punch ladle, and I'll fathom the boat. From France we get brandy, Jamaica comes from. Sweet oranges and apples from Portugal they come. But sprout and strong cider our island's control. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. Ah! My wife, she disturbs me when I lie at my knees. She does as she likes and she says what she please. Me wife, she's the devil, she's black as the coal. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. The father, he lies in the depths of the sea, with no stone in his head, but what matters for he is a clear crystal fountain in Island of Roar. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. Come on, you old heroes, give it ear to me song. We'll sing in the praises of good brandy and rum. It's a clear crystal fountain near Island of Roar. Give me the punch ladle and I'll fathom the bowl. Here's to your bowl.
And now, Cleat Thoughts by Cletus Reed.
Your mother is so financially insolvent, she purchases her seafood at Lieutenant D's.
Well, that's our show. It sure went fine. We hope that we didn't cross no line. Please be safe in this quarantine. Good night, everybody. We really appreciate you watching tonight. We'll see you next time on Kapow. Power to the people.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. See you next time on the Starbar Sunday Night Special. Okay, here's a little something extra.
The 82nd annual Corn Day celebration of Carmi, Illinois seemed to be poised to go off without a hitch. They got off to a rough start with rain on Friday. "Aw, shucks," said townsfolk, but they didn't let it dampen their spirits one bit. The biannual cornhole tournament was relocated to the White County Detention Center. 27 teams signed up, but only 26 qualified due to drunk and disorderly conduct from Brittany Yates, the team captain of the Colonel Queens, after she took a swing at Officer Danny Hale. Finally, in the interest of public safety, Mrs. Yates was escorted to the county line and released into the corn at Enfield. Later, when the weather cleared, activities resumed at Hart's Corner. A luncheon that was planned to celebrate Corn Days was scrapped when vandals stole all the food. Mrs. Benny Ripple stated they came for the potato corn salad and just took everything. This year's pet parade was a huge success until Toto, the pet dog of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, began viciously attacking attendees. The screams it sent could be heard all the way over in Epworth. Eventually, the animal was shot and killed. Just in time for the Guardian Center Candy Corn Run, which was a massive success. Look at the turnout. Director Philip Throatman reported the unexpected crowd gave him such a start, he took an extra heart pill just to be on the safe side. By the time the Corn Day Parade started, the crowds were so massive, Sheriff Langston Delaney called neighboring Norris City for emergency police backup, but no one ever answered the phone. And as if on cue, the White County High School marching band started up, and it seemed as if all hell was breaking loose on the streets of Carmine. When the Tri-State County Boomer minivan WROY rolled by, we all just prayed to the good Lord that this nightmare would soon come to a merciful end. Kiwanis President Matt Larget had such bad body odor, no one would even ride in the car with him. And finally, the White County Class of 59. You can almost smell the stench of death all the way up here in the press box. After the parade, the Bulldog Court picnic began, and it was simply pandemonium. Chaos consumed the Kiwanis table when Vice President Chester Farler lost the chapter kettle corn recipe. News of the foul-up traveled fast, and by 2:30, the Royal Order of Phoenix table was considering pizza delivery. The Blue City Blue Streaks hit the stage at 3 p.m., and the crowds just kept pouring in, but nobody knew what would come next. Standoff in the streets of downtown Carmine as the battle lines are drawn. Nobody has seen violence like this since the Great Waterbed Inferno of 1979. Here we see an elderly couple running the gauntlet to escape the clouds of tear gas. Grandpa's gonna be hugging Grandma close tonight. And that's the way it was at the 82nd Annual Carmine Corn Day Parade. Until next year, this is Burke Holster, signing off.
The symptoms are quite familiar, and very likely you'll come up with a correct diagnosis. Yes, it looks like a cold. What is it that causes so many of us to catch colds? Scientists think that most colds are caused by extremely small microorganisms called viruses. Viruses, and there are many different kinds of them, can be scattered with each particle of saliva and mucus when one sneezes or coughs. But do not think for a moment that cold-producing viruses are spread only by sneezing and coughing. If by some magic the tiny particles of saliva and mucus could be made visible as a black smudge, we quickly would realize in how many other ways we are apt to scatter bacteria and viruses all around us. For instance, Jane here has a cold. Look at that smudge. Look at those germs she leaves on the doorknob. And here's Bob's hand picking them up. Bob, his hand now covered with germs picked up from that doorknob, transfers them to a book. Sue, having the bad habit of wetting her finger to turn pages, carries the germs from the book to her mouth, and then passes them along with a pencil to Anne. Anne carries them home and leaves them on the family's dinner table. Yes, even during an ordinary conversation, saliva and mucus particles escape our mouth and easily reach others who inhale them as they breathe. Just remember how breath becomes visible on a cold day. If you have a cold, stay home. Stay in bed. This is the prescription which common sense and medical science recommend. Go to bed at a reasonable hour. While you grow, you need about 10 hours of sleep each night. Sleep recharges the body's energies. Protect yourself against infection. Keep pencils and other things out of your mouth. Never take bites of other people's food. Do not use somebody else's drinking straw or glass, not even within your own family. In the bathroom, for instance, use only your glass. And wash your hands frequently and thoroughly, especially before eating. When you wash your hands, you wash away many of the disease-carrying smudges you may have picked up. But if in spite of all these precautions, you still come down with a cold, let us repeat, take it to bed and stay there until it has run its course. This is the safest way to regain your health and to return as quickly as possible to work, to fun, and to play.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Yeah, it's the media's fault.